Stop. Border control. Bolivia. Santa Cruz de la Sierra. Peru International Airport. Located 11 miles from the center of the city.
¿Ya ha venido antes?
Nearly 3 million passengers visit this air terminal every year. It's one of the main ports of entry in the country.
Destino final, pasaporte.
Keeping track of the massive flow of people and goods crossing this border is AirCop, an elite group working 24/7.
Presta su documento, por favor, señor.
Boasting the highest standards in technology and connectivity in an effort to combat international crime. Since its creation, they've managed to thwart the smuggling of more than 20 tons of drugs, the use of fraudulent visas, and even terrorist attempts. A direct flight to Madrid is leaving soon. The city is a hotspot for drug trafficking.
Dame su documento, por favor. ¿Aquí qué lleva?
Officers are thoroughly monitoring everyone boarding the plane to curb any threat or danger.
Préstame su documento. ¿Viajan juntos? ¿Quiénes viajan juntos?
Somos 15.
¿Ustedes tres? 15. ¿Motivo del viaje?
Estamos hacer un curso
Ya.
de innovación, geopolítica, tecnología y defensa.
¿De qué institución están viajando?
Militares.
A strange situation catches the agent's eye. A red flag comes up.
¿Tú también estás viajando con ellos?
Sí.
¿Tiene algún documento del curso, sobre el curso? ¿Alguna información o tiene alguna credencial? ¿Tiene alguna credencial?
¿Tiene algún documento que le acredite que es militar?
No,
¿Alguna credencial, algo? Algo.
No tengo credencial ahorita, no los espero.
Nada. Siempre
todo
uno lleva, ¿no?
Sí, pues no.
No.
Todo eso nomás nos da ¿no? Del comando.
Other members of the alleged military group join the conversation. A nasty suspicion begins to grow.
¿Cuántos son en el grupo?
14.
14. ¿Militar también? ¿Qué grado tienes?
Teniente.
Igual, ¿no? ¿Estás viajando?
En el grupo, sí.
En el grupo. ¿Cuántos son en el grupo?
Somos 15.
15. Porque el otro dice 14. El otro dice 14.
No somos 15.
¿No se ha dado cuenta de uno?
¿Quién les compró el pasaje?
El Comando General de Ejército.
¿Su memorándum de comisión de estudios? No, el memorándum que les ha dado.
No tenemos eso.
¿Y con qué autorización están viajando?
Eso es lo que nos mandan.
Ya, a ver, espérame ahí un segundito.
They look antsy, and there are flagrant contradictions. Their story is not consistent. Officers realize something is wrong.
No sabe nada. No tiene dónde su comandante, nada. O sea, no sabe ni dónde queda el colegio militar. No tiene el teléfono, o sea, no tiene el memorándum de viaje, comisión de estudios, resolución. No tiene fotografías de uniforme.
Ni credenciales.
Lo voy a hacer con un control, ¿sí?
Officers are convinced they are hiding something, and they'll do everything in their power to find out the truth.
Que coloque su equipaje, por favor.
Brazil, southern border with Paraguay. Falls do Iguaçu. Friendship Bridge. Thousands of vehicles cross the International Friendship Bridge every day. Officers of the Federal Receita, the Brazilian customs, are in charge of registering everyone entering the country to intercept potential smugglers. A young woman trying to rush through controls has raised the official's suspicion. He decides to inspect her. While searching for the vehicle, he soon finds something strange. Under the driver's despondent look, the agent discovers a hidden compartment.
E lá dentro é possível ver uma grande quantidade de mercadoria. É da característica desse veículo, né? Ele possui um grande compartimento no painel. E eles gostam de utilizar esse veículo para transportar mercadorias contrabandeadas, né?
Given his extensive experience, the agent knew exactly where to look inside the car. At first sight, it looks like there are lots of goods in there. The officer is convinced she could be concealing more somewhere else.
Eu preciso que você espere ali. Eu vou colocar o carro ali no estacionamento e tirar a mercadoria. A dona do veículo está meio que apressada para querer ir embora, mas a gente não pode dispensar ela porque a gente ainda não sabe o que tem abaixo dessas mercadorias que estão aqui na frente. Pode ser que a gente acabe encontrando algum tipo de droga, arma.
The woman is cornered. The vehicle will be thoroughly inspected and they'll find everything she has hidden inside it. Bolivia, Santa Cruz de la Sierra. A group of men and women who claim to be in the military are about to board a flight to Madrid for academic purposes. But officers suspect they are lying about their identity and the purpose of their trip.
Coloque su equipaje, por favor. Un control, un buen control, por favor. De las preguntas que realizamos a estas personas relacionadas a la función que desempeñan, teníamos bastantes dudas, entonces procedemos a hacer los controles más rigurosos a las personas en lo que es la documentación, los equipajes de mano, equipajes facturados y algunos objetos adheridos al cuerpo o en el interior de su organismo. Las paredes de esto y un control completo.
They conduct an extremely thorough search of their bodies and their belongings. Everything suggests they have no reasons to detain them.
Pero ahorita creo que el pasaporte es falso, eso estoy viendo ahorita.
Suddenly, the man's passport could be the proof they need to confirm their suspicions.
Creo que ese pasaporte es falso.
Falso.
¿Te lee? Sí, buscas en el otro sistema para ver cuándo le han emitido, si tiene relación. Porque el sistema no da, el chip no lo puedo leer. Ya, en España le vamos a volver a hacer otro control.
Now they've undug this information. These dubious soldiers are far from achieving their goal.
Venga por aquí.
Although they'll be able to board the flight, together with the rest of the group, Spanish authorities will have enough information and documents to ban their entry and deport them back to Bolivia in their effort to stop illegal immigration. Brazil, southern border with Paraguay. A woman has been intercepted attempting to enter undeclared goods in her vehicle.
Retirando essa parte, e lá dentro é possível ver uma grande quantidade de mercadoria.
There are still some things hidden inside the car, and now officers will conduct a more thorough search.
Só tem aí na frente?
Só isso.
No Brasil, eu acho a parte inteira da frente, assim, eu acho que custa uns 150 reais mais ou menos.
The vehicle has been modified to hide large amounts of merchandise, but criminal ingenuity was not enough. A second compartment could be hiding something even more interesting.
Só que geralmente esses fundos falsos eles têm algum compartimento, algum segredo que faz com que abra o compartimento mais fácil. Mas ela não quis me dizer como que abriu o compartimento. Pode quebrar.
A second compartment could be hiding something even more interesting.
O veículo fica retido por estar transportando a mercadoria em fundo falso, né? Então aqui ela acaba perdendo o veículo. Foi. Fechou.
Aqui não tem como pegar mais nada.
The woman is detained. She could face 1 to 4 years in prison for tax evasion. Her car has been confiscated by the authorities, and it's a conclusive proof in the case. Stop. Border control. Colombia. International cargo terminal 10 miles away from the capital. Every month, more than 58,000 tons of goods are processed in this terminal. In 2 warehouses, officers examine every parcel entering and exiting the country. The National Police, through the Anti-Narcotics Directorate, faces a challenging task in the border. Every year in Colombia, almost 2 million pounds of cocaine are produced. They have flagged a large shipment and they move in to examine it. A 7,000-pound shipment of unrefined sugar that has a European destination has arisen the officer's suspicions due to its origin and its destination.
Entonces vamos a entrar a la bodega a revisar una carga que tenemos parece una contaminación. Buenos días, ¿cómo está? Buenos días. Sí, vamos a revisar la carga, entonces para que por favor proceda a bajarla y la dejamos aquí afuera para hacer la inspección. Una carga que tenía un destino crítico que procedía vía Venezuela, Miami, terminaba en España. Entonces confirmamos que sea la carga de panelas y vamos a proceder con la inspección con nuestro guía canino Sombra. Por favor, continúe con el procedimiento de inspección.
In charge of inspection is a very special agent, Canine Officer Shadow. She's trained to detect narcotics, and she's become a dealer's nightmare. She has already foiled the smuggling of more than 4 tons of cocaine in all its years in service. With a clear indication, the sniffer dog lets officers know her acute sense of smell has detected something among the parcels. Now she has to find out exactly what that is.
Esa es la alerta en la que ella nos está anunciando que posiblemente hay una sustancia narcótica.
Officers will have to examine the 3,000 kilos of unrefined sugar, also known as panela or rapadura. There are more than 70 bags, and the canine agent Sombra digs and paws them over and over again. If they confirm they are carrying illegal substances, it could be one of the biggest busts they've ever made.
Vamos a triturar un poquito para que el reactivo haga efecto.
They take a sample of the product. A special test will help them determine exactly what kind of substance it is.
Y ahí obtenemos el azul turquesa, que significa positivo para clorhidrato de cocaína y sus derivados.
Peru, southern border with Chile. Tacna. Santa Rosa border complex. Every day, approximately 20,000 people cross from the city of Arica in Chile to Peru. Many people try to take advantage of the variability in exchange rates between countries. This economic reality turns bulk cash smuggling into an appealing crime for border crossers, and officers have to be on high alert to put a stop to it.
¿Todos esos son sus equipajes?
A woman arrives at the border with several suitcases, and she looks antsy when faced with customs control.
Por este lado, señora, un momentito, por favor. Ahora esos equipajes a ese lado. Sí, vamos a revisarlo también. Va a pasar por esa maquinita y le vamos a tomar una imagen tipo radiografía. ¿Ves?
What started as a routine inspection soon takes an unexpected turn. Officers spot some strange bulges under her clothes. The woman will need to provide a good explanation if they find out she's breaking the law.
Listo. Puede bajar.
Levántese sobre usted.
Thanks to the images from the full-body scanner, officers find a large amount of money that has not been reported, and the rules are clear.
Pero no vio los letreros al ingreso del país donde dice montos superiores a $10,000 se tienen que declarar. Le pregunté, ¿trae montos superiores a $10,000? Me respondió, no.
8,000,
¿Verdad?
le dije.
¿Verdad?
$8,000 tengo acá, le dije, y más pesos, le dije.
But the even more important question is, where does all this money come from?
¿En qué negocio trabaja allá?
Allá tengo Bazar Paquetería.
Bazar Paquetería.
Sí, estoy trabajando como 15 años.
15 años.
Doy facturas de boleta, todo. Como manda
Allá
la
en
leche,
Chile.
sí.
Ya. ¿Y en Chile usted declara el dinero que sale, que saca de allá del país?
Allá no se declara.
Sí se declara.
No
Sí,
sé,
sí, la normativa.
Yo declaro de la mercadería. Todos los meses yo pago impuestos.
Las
Tengo
partes
mi
tributarias
contador,
son
todo.
totalmente diferentes. Ya no está sujeta a poder declarar.
Porque yo sé-
Como le digo, madre, todo lo que usted está diciendo, dígale al fiscal, ¿ok? Le voy a seguir leyendo lo que dice, ¿ok? Dice, está prohibido de ingresar y salir del país llevando consigo... ¿Me va a escuchar? Porque si no, le dejo esto y espera nada más al fiscal. ¿Está bien?
However hard she tries, she can't go back in time. The DA will now be in charge of her case. They start counting the money she had concealed in her body.
Tengo mi negocio en Concepción, de Santiago más allá. Tengo mi negocio propio.
The woman will have to prove she earned the money in a legal business. Otherwise, she'll lose it all. And she may have to face an investigation to determine its dubious source. All that drama won't help her get away with it. Ignoring the law has its consequences. Colombia International Cargo Terminal. A shipment of unrefined sugar was ready to leave the country.
Una carga que tenía un destino crítico vía Venezuela, Miami, terminaba en España.
But officers from the Anti-Narcotics Directorate have detected an illegal substance camouflaged inside it.
¿Esos son los cristales?
Sí, señor.
Ahí se ve la diferencia. Por ejemplo, este sí es panela. Estos cristales ya son los que tienen la cocaína.
En el análisis documental se pudo identificar que esta carga tenía varios pasos por varios países, lo que lo hizo elevar su nivel de riesgo y por eso se tomó la decisión de hacer la inspección física. Se hizo el acompañamiento del guía canino y ahí es donde se obtuvo prácticamente la confirmación de que presuntamente estaba contaminada esta carga.
The parcels were seized and sent to the police lab to extract the cocaine hidden in the sugar. This time, a successful operation has foiled the international trafficking of narcotics. Agents will open an investigation to determine who were exporting these products. They will be summoned to a court of law. Peru, southern border with Chile. A woman who was entering the country failed to report a large sum of money she had hidden in her clothes. A full-body scan gave her away.
Listo.
Levántese su blusa.
Now she has to prove it has a legal source, or she might lose it all.
Si tuviera acá mi negocio, yo pagaría igual que allá. Si yo no tengo negocio, no tengo acá nada.
Con su crédito, con su documento, lo sustenta ya.
Sí tengo ahí.
Por eso ya con eso le devuelven.
¿Devuelve?
Claro.
Hoy día mismo, ahorita voy a ganar algo.
Claro, usted va con documento de préstamo bancario y se lo devuelven. Le devuelven dinero.
The total amount is quite high. Approximately $8,000 and 4 million Chilean pesos. The total comes up to the equivalent of more than $17,000. $7,000 more than the amount you can enter without declaring. The DA will seize all the cash the lady was hiding, and she'll be charged with an administrative offense, so the legal sanctions will not be severe. But she'll need to produce proof to show the source of the money was legal if she wants to get it back. She'll have only 72 hours to do so. Tax evasion is a serious crime. Every year, Peru loses nearly $18 billion because of it. And that's a direct blow to the domestic economy. They need to put a stop to it. Stop. Border control. Chile, northern border with Bolivia. Colchane border complex. The border between Chile and Bolivia spreads across 528 miles. 6 crossings and border complexes monitor the activity between these two neighboring countries. Under the desert sun, in a vast, unrelenting sand and clay wilderness that hinders the advance of the forces, a special division from the Investigations Police of Chile is hard at work.
Les pido por favor que vayan adentro y alerta con lo que pasa afuera.
Today, a surveillance operation is deployed along a challenging area of natural border passes. Their goal, putting an end to illegal crossings and smuggling. Officers keep a sharp lookout when they come across a precarious settlement. There's evidence of human activity, but it doesn't seem to be a criminal hideout. They have to controlling the area. On their way to the next target, they're thrown off guard. In the distance, on the horizon, they catch sight of some vehicles. A phantom-like silhouette. The mysterious apparition is a female shape roaming the forsaken immenseness of the desert.
¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó?
The woman confirms she was traveling in a car that got stuck in the muddy terrain.
¿Quién está en el vehículo? ¿Quién porta en el vehículo?
They soon discover the cause of her mysterious apparition. A frequent illegal activity is using these crossings to smuggle vehicles purchased in Chile's duty-free zone. They're acquired there at a very low price due to a tax benefit.
¿Pensaban que esto es ilegal? Por necesidad. Si fuera por eso, tendríamos que dejar pasar muchas cosas. Pero aquí la ley hay un jungla.
People who do this are known as chuteros. They were traveling from Chile to Bolivia, but they fell in a trap. They got stuck in the muddy terrain. The woman will be transferred to the border complex where she'll be deported for entering illegally without the necessary permits. The rest of the officers will go after the other smugglers who will meet the same fate. Where crime knows no boundaries, that's where law enforcement forces are actively engaged in combating it, in sternly ordering, stop, border control.